you realize that they are not interested in governing. They're interested in destroying. And I say that because if you really wanted to address, for example, the issue of immigration, then actually what you should do, particularly because you have the Senate and the House, pass comprehensive immigration reform. Because you actually have the votes to do that right now.
Yeah.
You have the votes to do something that people were calling for, people voted for, was something that was important on people's minds, and that you actually could probably even get some coordination, particularly in some cases, even from the Democratic side, saying, hey, some of these things make sense. Like, you actually have the power to do that.
I mean, Trump can bend the party to his will. So
100%.
If this was comprehensive immigration reform and it was some of the things that he wants, obviously we would disagree with probably large elements of it, but he could bend the Republican Party to his will.
100%. He could pass comprehensive immigration reform if the goal was saying that we have to get immigration reform done. But you know what he's doing? He's showing his hand. That's never what this was about. This was about xenophobia. It was about elections. It was about making people scared of the other. And so instead of doing things like working with the speaker and working with the majority leader, both of whom are Republicans right now, and putting together a comprehensive immigration reform package, what do? You weaponize ICE. You start pulling people without due process from their families and sending them to other countries. You do videos of people with their shirts off in prisons while you have your Secretary of Homeland Security standing in front of the prisons looking tough.
Wearing a Rolex watch also.
Wearing a Rolex watch. So this is actually not about governance. And it's actually not even about the problem. It's xenophobia and it's weaponization. And he's showing his hands. And so I think that, so when we talk about the things that he has done, that really, this has not been a successful legislative run for the president. They've gotten the Lincoln Riley Act done, again, more performative than actually real comprehensive immigration reform, and the continuing resolution. But everything else that the president has done has been an executive order or executive action.
I think they might have renamed a post office or two in there.
They might have renamed the post office, right? But it's like, but even if you take a look at all those executive actions, they fall into three different categories, right? It's either ineffective, it's performative, or it is illegal. Yeah. Those are the three buckets that all these executive actions have fallen under. And so